How y'all doing? I am Rodney MC Shakie Roostel. I wanted to just let y'all know before somebody else did from my mouth. Today I was sentenced by the United States Eastern District of Louisiana. I was sentenced to 70 months in federal prison. I am right now currently out on doing a few days. They gave me some time to get my stuff together and turn myself in. I will honor any commitments that I had as far as like bookings and gigs that I have booked already, and any other commitments that I have. And I just want to let y'all know that was happening. I will come live to discuss the tenets of this at a later time. It is raining out here, but I want to thank everybody that messaged me for the love, the prayers, all the letters, and thank y'all so much. I love y'all, and I will come back and talk to y'all about this in further detail at a later time. Thank y'all. I love y'all.
Hi, you guys. So I just wanted to come on and touch on some YouTube and junk. I just got through talking about Armon and Tasha K, so I want to kind of follow up about that a little bit. And also, I noticed Storm this morning, he decided to speak on the topic as well. But I wanted to start with MC Shakie going live, I guess earlier in the week, and saying that he was found guilty of, I believe it was for fraud, and that he's going to do 70 months in a federal prison in Louisiana. He was stating in some comments later on his Instagram page that he may have to do 3 years at most if he keeps like good behavior while he's there and don't get into trouble and stuff. So I don't know. I had been hearing other YouTubers kind of say that he had this fraud case. I did not know how real or true it was. But I'm assuming, not assuming, I know now that it was real, right? So let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments, because I do understand his story goes that he had just got out of prison for something very similar. And so for him to go back, I don't know what to say. Hopefully we will see him on this other side of this time that he has to serve. The world is changing every day. So, we just all have to have our own self-reflection, right? About our freedom and how much it means to us. And that's really all you can say about that. Because it's not my place to tell him how to live his life. He can live his life however he sees fit. But yeah, I hope that we get to see him again on the other side of however much time he will serve with this. Let me know what you guys know about all of this in the comments, and what do you think about his announcement. I think he was, well, you guys can hear it. I don't know why I keep saying I think. He's saying that he will get a few days to get himself together before he will have to serve the time. So that's what he's on right now. That's why he's not already serving his time right now. But let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comments, right? Like, a lot of times when you think these people are doing well, or you think they're doing pretty well, it may not be what we think it is, right? But let me know what you think. And I'm going to move on to the next topic, which is Storm Monroe. First, I'm going to play a clip, and then I'll come back.
Tasha K, I heard you lost, bitch.
Shit. Y'all motherfuckers ain't never lost a car? You ain't known nobody that had never lost a car? I mean, I done been homeless a couple times before. And maybe that's what this shit's just not funny to me. Now, I'm not saying give us sympathy. And let's talk about this whole sympathy thing too. You hear me? Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a Prius. As long as it get you from point A to point B, that's all that matters. Look, my first car was a 1997 Toyota Corolla, and that bitch got me from one end of the country to the next. Like, before that shit got hit, that bitch was rolling. But anyway, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, let's talk about the sympathy thing too. Whether you have sympathy for somebody or not, it ain't gonna change the situation. It really ain't. It's not. So there's no story. It's just motherfuckers that don't like her, and it's, you know, for whatever reason, that's their own business. I don't give a fuck. And it's, you know, they're gonna do their little petty shit. But if I talk about it, I'm gonna talk about the facts, and I'm gonna take time to educate myself on the case. I'm gonna break it down, like, not like the lead attorney, because I'm not an attorney, but it's I want to know what I'm talking about, not just, oh, she lost her house, and then you go look, she renting it out. It's whatever. I'm definitely not finna dox her and put her address up. That's an easy way to get your video taken down. That's against YouTube policy. You can't do that. Can't put on nobody. A lot of y'all got motherfucking full address up. She like, no. Do you communicate? No, I don't, and I don't need to. But I wanted to address this. Number one. Number two, to let y'all know, if I choose to talk about it, it's gonna be about the facts. It's gonna be a different spin, not just me taking the opportunity to drag her. That I take no delight in that.
Okay, you guys. So yeah, I was on YouTube looking around right after I went live this morning, and I came across Sorb's video regarding Tasha moving out of her home. And this is all allegedly. I don't even know if that's true, like I said in the last video. However, I also spoke on her talking about moving from the SUV to the Toyota Prius. Now, like I said in the other video, it could just be an extra car, right? It could be an extra car for her to get around, separate from her husband. We never know what's what with that. I almost feel like, even though Storm is trying to make it sound like he's taking up for her, at the same time he's shading her a little bit. If you guys get what I'm saying, let me know in the comments. I detect a little sarcasm, a little shade in the way in which he was handling this conversation, and you guys are more than welcome to go over to his channel, listen to his full conversation. It's about an hour long, I believe, and I don't know, for me, I was kind of like, okay, this sounds a little shady. Like, he is definitely saying that he's not trying to knock her while she's down. However, you're going live, you don't get along with her right now, and you're talking about it. And you really did not have to touch on this, even though he's claiming people were asking him about it. But everyone knows at this point that Tasha and Storm are really not in conversation like that, right? And so his storm chasers, the people that follow his channel, they are aware of that. They're very much aware of that. It's tons of video out here about them getting into it between them and by every other YouTuber. So he's saying that he's going to look into it and approach the conversation with receipts, right? He's not going to approach it with an opinion of the situation. But people have a right to approach it with their thoughts on it, because the whole Cardi B and Tasha K situation, we knew that there were going to be consequences to how that situation turned out. Even if Tasha was classified as a millionaire, she was not in the position to give up millions, okay? You would, like he is saying, I don't know if I put it in this clip, but you probably have to go to his video. He was saying, you know, in order for somebody to ask you for millions, you got to be worth millions. And that's what I said. You have to wonder why they asked for that amount of money if they knew she did not have that type of money. And they knew, those lawyers knew that insurance, because lawyers were talking about it here on YouTube, that insurance was not going to cover that, because she stated that she knew she was putting this information out there, and that she was continuing to talk about it even after she was asked not to, excuse me. So Tasha K is not a victim. Nobody's doing anything to her. And, you know, I'm sorry. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. And he's saying within the next couple of days he's going to come back and discuss it with receipts. So I don't know where he's going to get these receipts, if he's going to get the receipts from Chelsea or from Tasha herself, or if he is going to kind of look into it. Like I said, her address and all that stuff is public record. It's on public record. If you know where she lives, if you know her, if you guys know her information, you can go to whatever county that she's in and look this stuff up, right? So anyway, let me know what do you guys think about what Storm had to say.
Whenever Nicki Minaj, whenever he is in relationship, whether it's cordial, whether it's extremely intimate, interpersonal, whatever the case may be, and he has this level of entitlement, you are supposed to do this for me. Remember with Tasha K, it was the, you wouldn't tell me what camera you were using. Remember with Nicki Minaj, it was you unfollowed me, or you know, you didn't bring, you doing this or you doing that. Remember with T.S. Madison, it was you wouldn't invite me here, or you wouldn't have me here, or you wouldn't have me do this. It's always this sense of entitlement. And see, when we navigate life with a spirit of entitlement, feeling like the world owes us something or somebody owes us something, you are always going to be disappointed, and you are always setting yourself up. Everything is an energy exchange. And the most powerful thing that we can learn as beings is that you cannot control anything else but yourself. People were unsubscribing in droves, and your numbers were dropping, and you went right back to doing it. Now you have your tarot channel, and that's growing. And what I will say is that's smart. It is smart. Armon can continue to invest and grow that channel in the background, and when he feels like it gets to a place where it can sustain the lifestyle that he has cultivated with this channel, he can drop that. But here's the thing, and this is just my opinion. Anybody can read tarot. That's not a read, it's a fact. Anybody, you watching this, anybody can read tarot. But the question is, are you really called to be a messenger of God? Are you really called to serve as a liaison for people and spirits and ancestors? That's all I'm saying, because to be spiritual is to have an awareness of self. And in my opinion, Armon tends to lack that, and he goes back and forth. I don't know if it's the Gemini effect with him, you know, that twin spirit stuff, that double-mindedness, but I just feel like Armon is the type of person where when he doesn't get what he feels he's entitled to from a connection in a relationship, he kind of has a tantrum, and all of a sudden he'll lash out or say he wants to rebrand. Like Armon has been saying this for a while, that he wants to back away from celebrity news.
So yeah, and speaking of Armon, just to go back to the Storm Monroe, because Storm doesn't say Armon's name, but he is referring to Armon. He's not going to say Armon's name. They have had their exchanges already, I guess, in the past. But now that Storm has the bigger channel, he's not going to say Armon's name. But when he was talking about doxing Tasha, he was talking about Armon, because he did pull that apartment up. And it didn't even, I didn't think of it because I didn't think it was true, to be honest. And I don't think that Tasha lives there. I don't know if she lived there in the past. It is possible that maybe that was an old address for them. And oftentimes when information is out here about people, they don't update the information, or it stays out there. That doesn't necessarily mean that that was her last address either. It doesn't mean that. It was an address of hers in the past, or her husband, because I think he said the apartment was in the husband's name. But just to get back to Armon, I agree with this young lady and what she's saying about Armon. And I was thinking that too. He's probably waiting for the tarot card channel to really become what he, as she's saying, what he would need it to do lifestyle wise, because he makes a living off of YouTube, right? So he needs to be able to have the same amount of money coming in order for him to give up this entertainment channel. And I'm not going to say the music thing can't happen for him, because I don't think anyone can say what can happen out here in the music industry today. But I think it's something that he has to give a lot of time to, and then he will have to sort of pick which one he wants to give all this time, because there's only 24 hours in the day, right? And so you're either going to invest all this time in continuing your YouTube channels, or you're going to invest that time in music. And so I think that's a part of the struggle that he might be in. Which one can he really go, do he really want to go full force with trying to do the music thing, even though he's saying it's just a hobby. He's saying it's just a hobby. Okay, so we're going to kind of hold him to that, right? Until we see otherwise, I guess. But I do agree with her. He definitely gets upset with people over minor stuff, and he's the type of person to cut you off really quick over that minor stuff. I don't even know why he and Tasha fell out. By the time I discovered Armon, they were already not talking to each other. But then I also noticed and remember a video that Michelle from the A put up, because Armon lived in Atlanta at one time. He has told his story 1,000 times, so you guys probably already know. But I think he was trying to work with Michelle as well in the very beginning, and she may not have wanted to work with him, or whatever the situation was. And he, of course, went in on her. He used to go in on her all the time. I didn't know that he fell out with T.S. Madison. He gets extremely sensitive, and it's always the people who talk the most mess about people that are extremely sensitive, right? And then it's hell to pay when you treat them the way they treat other people, or the way they treat you. But yeah, I do think that about him as well. I have noticed that, because he definitely has fallen out with a few people here on YouTube. I didn't know that he was doxing her, like I said. He even said somebody else gave him that information. So he probably wasn't aware that that was really an address for her at one time. I don't think that's her current address. And going back to what I was saying about what Storm was saying, people don't have to have sympathy for Tasha like that, because I don't think this is some falling from grace type situation. And she had to know all this stuff could happen to her when she was going at Cardi for, 3 or 4 years. She had to know that it could come down to this. And I think that she was preparing for that. If anything, she is trying to protect her assets and protect as much as she can, what she can hold on to. But we'll see how that turns out. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. Mouth TV, go over and check out their video as well. I didn't put it in here, but Mouth TV is saying that Tasha has gone to YouTube to have him, I guess, his channel come down, or put a strike on him for violating their privacy policy. Because I told you guys there was some new stuff coming into play, and people out here doxing people and calling children's services on folk and all this stuff was going to have to come to an end. And I think that they have put some privacy rules in play, because there was a lot of that going on, and it was really ugly, the way people were doing that. The cyberbullying is at an all-time high, as O'Shea would say. It's at an all-time high. It was at an all-time high. And so, yeah, I'm glad that they put these things in play, to be honest. So if he did dox her, he stated, however, that he didn't know if that was true or not. And maybe he should not have put the video up. I don't know. Did I put that in my video too? I don't know. I got to go back and look. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments, however, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys think about all of this drama that's going on, and what you think about Shakie's situation, him announcing he's got to do 70 months behind, I think they said bank fraud. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.